All right, Stay Spiritual team, we are excited for this one today. It has been a long time since we have reacted to the Valmiki Ramayan series done by 21 Notes. A lot of you guys requested that one out there, and there's a reason why we waited. There was a little worry about some maybe copyright strike stuff, so I talked to the creator of the channel, and we worked something out where we could react to clips and then some full episodes and stuff like that. And so he's kind of like picked it out for us, what we can use and what we can't. So we're gonna react to this episode 2, but just a clip of it for our audience out there. And we highly suggest for if you want to see the full episodes and stuff like that, go check out his channel. Yeah, you can watch everything there.
They wanted us to react to this, and you talked to the guy and figured out a way that we could.
And we've possibly made up an interview with the creator of the channel.
Whoa!
So in maybe a month or two, we might sit down and have a talk with the creator. And he's asked me to ask you guys to write down your questions in the comments for him. Any questions that you have, we will let
get your questions ready.
We'll let the creator know. So anyway, that was a bit of an intro there. We'll get right into this and hopefully enjoy it.
And so Narada tells him about Ram, the king of Ayodhya. He describes Ram's qualities in great detail. Apart from the qualities that Valmiki was looking for, here are some others that Narada mentions. His charm is captivating, yet he strikes terror in the hearts of his enemies. He is broad-shouldered and strong, with a tapering waist. Looks like a V-shaped body was the ideal then too. He is learned and wise, yet not vain. He is a prince, and yet a servant of his subjects. Narad then adds that indeed there is no one to rival him. And so Dashrath, the king of Ayodhya, rightly chose him to be his successor. But his stepmother Kaikeyi remembered Dashrath's 2 promises, and Dashrath was compelled to send away Ram into the forest for 14 years. Sita and Lakshman chose to go with Ram. The 14 years of Vanvas were almost coming to an end when Sita got abducted by Ravan. Ram took help from Hanuman and the Vanaras and defeated and killed Ravan in a great battle.
All right, so that was a pretty, quick episode and probably a shorter clip for you guys out there. But it seemed like the heart of the summary there was kind of like asking a question about who can be a great role model, right? And all I can say to that is I think it depends. It depends on the scenario. What do you need in that time to facilitate whatever need the people are looking to lead them?
He listed a few things: righteousness, gratitude, and truthfulness.
Yeah.
I mean, when do you seek truthfulness? When does the individual give me some truth, other than like a magic show where you're like, all right, trick me on purpose? Most of the time you're going to seek truthfulness. Like, what do you wish your enemy was? Naive and truthful. What do you wish your best friend was? Truthful. What do you wish your spouse was? Truthful to me. I want to know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in a great leader, right? Is that what it was asked for?
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
Or a role model, great role model.
That's one of the things, a great role model. But also gratitude, How do you balance? Are you truthful but pessimistic? Are you truthful but like a grouch? Yeah. Are you grateful and truthful? Yeah. And what was the other thing?
Oh, there was a
gratitude, honor, or something like that.
Yeah.
Righteousness. Yeah. Righteousness is what it was. Whatever that is. I guess that being rightness.
Yeah. Well, there was also some surface level stuff that was talked about there too, where it was like he had broad shoulders.
I know.
And he was charming.
Right.
It was like, I don't know how much all that plays into things, but like even bringing up the idea of truthfulness. Truthfulness usually doesn't always get first place in what everyone's looking for. Usually truthfulness seems to get there sometimes out of a place of desperation where like things aren't working. Why are they not working? We need to get back to the roots of things to start figuring out. Usually when things seem like they're working swimmingly, truth doesn't sometimes seems to fall behind in the prioritization,
or the other way around, or things become not truthful and then things go haywire and wrong. I don't know when people actually value truthfulness. It's one of the strangest things. It seems to be over the ages talked about in high regard. It's one of the 10 commandments, you know, do not bear false witness or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty universally cherished thing, but I see so much of it, so much play with it, you know what I mean? Like so much like not taking it seriously over the ages, really. Yeah. You know, other than if, you know, sometimes it seems like by means of not being truthful, you can extract truth out of people. Like if you don't tell the truth, then God will be angry at you or something.
Guilting.
Yeah, it's like anything you can do to try to get the truth. Apes, I think, are even known to like play tricks on each other to, you know, to get stuff from each other. So this idea of truthfulness, that's the one thing that stuck out to me. But also gratitude, you know, gratitude's a big one too. Why doesn't that it's listed among the same thing as truthfulness?
I just watched a video like this week about a girl who was talking to her. I think her whole TikTok channel is about gratitude.
Right.
And she was just saying that she took a whole year off just to like focus on gratitude. And she wrote down 10 things she was grateful for every day, I guess, in like a journal. Every day she said she wrote 10 things that she was grateful for. And she said that it changed her life. It like revolutionary, like changed everything. She was like, I can't even believe where I am right now. Just because I made the practice of writing down 10 things I'm grateful for every day.
Unbelievable. Not to be taken lightly. Wow. Maybe all of us go do that. Right?
I know.
But then in that list, like you said also, it talks about his trim waist.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess like take that seriously too. You know, it was interesting. I was talking to somebody recently that was like, just reiterating that, Justin, you know, it's not possible to be perfect, right? And I was like, what if you had the attitude that it is possible, though? Like, it's probably likely not. And what is perfection really anyway? Yeah. But I'm saying, if you had the attitude of like, no, I think I've got everything in order. Like I can sleep at night knowing I did everything I could to be perfect.
Yeah.
If you took that as if it was something that was accomplishable, how would that change it? There's a different feel from nobody's perfect. You can't be expected to be perfect.
But there's also the concept out there that everything is perfect the way that it is anyway, which is also kind of like another darker way of maybe looking at it.
Yeah.
And didn't Jesus say, be perfect as your heavenly Father in heaven is perfect? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, if what I said first is true, is like be perfect. Maybe it was just like just be who you are, because you're already perfect. You're already, and the idea of like the kingdom of heaven being within yourself or something like that.
Well, say you went to your enemy or some creepy weasel that lived near you, and you were like, just be you. You're perfect the way you are, and he was like, got it. I'll steal all your stuff when you're not looking. You know what I mean? Like there's some people you wouldn't want to think that they're perfect the way they are if you're being truthful.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, hopefully you guys like the format on this. If you want us to keep going, let us know in the comments. Your questions, please bring them forth for our guests when we eventually have them on the channel. And if you like this, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone till next time, stay spiritual.